What's up, man? It's SES. This turned into a phone vlog. The reason why, man, is I went to the yard and the lady told me I couldn't use my camera. I was like, I can't use my camera? You might tell me I can't use my phone. I mean, I can record and take pictures on my phone too. She's like, yeah, I got in trouble last time because somebody brought a camera to the yard. I was like, how, Sway? But okay. So the whole vlog just gonna turn to a phone, every recording. So I'm gonna give y'all a little run through of what happened. So I cleaned up some of the wires that went to the starter, the one that go to starter and then the power wire. Cleaned that up. I didn't test and see if I could start the car from the inside, but I should be able to. Other than that, I kind of want to put new loom on all this stuff. I'm not too worried about that right now. I just want to really get it out. The whole front, I could just drop back on the car. But y'all said I'm gonna just get y'all this update before I go to work. Glad I did, because I was gonna forget these tools. I need to run back to the yard, and I'm finna show y'all why. All right, so this is the drive shaft that came out. I just told them I wanted to get it extended, and they called me the next day and say, your slip yoke is trash. And I don't know how they didn't notice that, but they called me the next day when it was supposed to be finished. So I went to the yard and got another one. This one right here. It's from a bubble. So this is a 26-27 spline yoke. Same thing with this one. A lot of people won't tell you this, but 200s, 700s, 350s, 400s, 4L60Es. I don't know too much about 4L80s because they ain't never how I want to play with. But the yokes are, I don't know if they all the same, but they all fit and they will all make your car run. Now, if you're trying to make horsepower, this is not what you want to play with. I just be doing this just to move the cars around. But I'll say when you get past like 400 horsepower, you definitely don't want to play with this, because if it break, this is broke, your transmission can break and your rear end can break all at once. So don't play with this if you're trying to do horsepower. Like I said, I'm just trying to do this to move the car around. So when I went to the yard, I was like, okay, I know this got the same yoke. So I went and got that. And before I took it to the transmission, the driveline shop, I just tested it. I measured it at the yard, but I was so much in a hurry because on my lunch break it's 11:30 to 1. So the yard was 30 minutes away. So I had to get there in 30 minutes, take it out in 30, get there, come home, get my tools, get there still within the 30-minute-ish time frame, which I didn't. Get the drive shaft out. I was there in the yard probably like 15-20 minutes. And then I thought I measured it, but I measured wrong because I was so much in a rush. I didn't see what I thought I seen. But when I was gonna take the yoke to the driveline shop, I was like, let me just come home since I'm not in a rush anymore. Let me just come home and test it out. I tested it out and it fit. So I needed 3 3/8, and this gave me that. So I just said, all right, forget it. So I went back to the driveline shop and he gave me a new quote. I was like, man. So it was $150 to extend, and then he said another $150 for a yoke. And I went back, they were like, yeah, it's $75 for a yoke. I was like, if y'all would have told me that, I would have just did it. Because, you know, I'm just trying to get this car out so I can work on the next projects. But I just said, man, I was already there. I was like, all right, just give it back. I'll go to the yard and replace this one. And the reason why, like I said, I was so much in a rush, I didn't see this. You don't want to put that on your car. You see that bending right now? It's called vibration. Vibration causes things to come loose. Those caps come loose. Like I said, transmission can break, rear end can break, and this drive shaft can break. So I'm gonna go take both of these because they charge me a core. I'm gonna go take this one, they can get my money back, and I'm gonna swap this one out. See, you still got the number and everything on there. 219, they got it yesterday. So I'm finna leave y'all. I'm about to leave y'all with the footage of me at the yard. It ain't too much. What y'all really would have liked is me falling. I almost fell in a puddle of mud. In Georgia, man, I don't know why anybody ain't tell me this, but I really don't like the rain too much. The reason why is I'm always outside. So if I'm outside and it's always constantly raining, man, I can't get too much done. I don't like that. But other than that, man, I'm about to take both of these drive shafts, put them in the truck. I'm in the truck today, man. It's raining. The steering links, the wiper linkage broke on the Malibu, so I just ordered that, be here tomorrow. So I'm in the truck today. But take this drive shaft, take these, that's all I need. And then take me something to put on while I'm at the yard. Man, it should take me 15-20 minutes again. I just gotta make sure I look at the part actually, because it looked good till I got home. But I'm about to get me something to put on, and it should be a pretty smooth sail from there. the people who I bought that pump from sent me another pump for free. Got that. I cleaned it up too. You see the floor. That's on my live yesterday. So they sent me another pump. I'm gonna take like 5-10 minutes, swap this out, see if it give me 6 PSI. If it don't, then whatever. I got the Holly Blue. I'm just gonna have to redo the fuel location, and I'm gonna have to eventually make a bracket, but I'm not gonna do it at the time. I'm just putting it on to move this car. And then once I get back on the car, I can swap it out or make the bracket mount, whatever. Cause it's gonna be under the car, so I want it to be kind of covered because rocks, debris, all that stuff. Holly already said it's not under warranty if that stuff caused their pump to go out. And then that pump ain't cheap. The pumps I'm playing with is $23, $25. That Holly Blue is like 160 bucks. So I already want to lose 160 bucks. But other than that, man, I feel like I'm rambling on. Drop y'all with that junkyard footage. And then when I come back, I'm gonna show y'all what I'm gonna do and wire this motor to the car and be able to start it with the key. Remember this being here a little while ago. I doubt it have a drive shaft. Yep, gone. I already knew that. But let me see. I could use the driver door off this thing eventually. But it's been here for a while. I came here like 2 months ago. I started a video on the sunroof that I never got to put out because I deleted it by mistake. Man, I was so mad. But yeah, it's gone. Drive shaft and transmission is gone up out of here. So I'm guessing whoever took the rear end to the drive shaft, or they threw it away when they moved the cars back or whatever, however it went. But pull out my paper and check out the bubbles. We got action. Let's take it down. The last one I just looked at, so I'm here. This one's bent. We gotta check this one out. Man, y'all just couldn't see how I was holding myself up. Making sure I ain't get my jacket dirty, my top. This drive shaft is stuck in here, man. I was holding myself up from up there. Sort of laying on that pipe, but that drive shaft stuck. I don't know. Supposed to just slide out. Clean my grills off. Put it on to the next, man. I ain't got time to waste. So 22. So we got 19, 16, 17. All right, hit another row. This one was already out. Damn, don't tell me I left my... Oh, no, I didn't. I was say, oh, man, it's about to be something, boy. So the keys on the left. So I took a half an inch off that. Here we go. Not enough. Ain't got enough. I'm guessing it's gonna be all on, so I'll just take this one. Put this piece here. I guess I'm gonna be running a drive shaft. U-joint for the drive shaft. And then, yeah. Damn, wish I had somebody that could just cut this, but they're gonna charge me for the whole thing. I just need the yoke. Whatever. Didn't notice that. I have some cleaning to do tonight. Look like I've been in the motor pool and it ain't one. Hope nobody noticed it, man. Alright guys, we back with another drive shaft. Way better condition. Way better. Only thing about it is this thing is like a half inch shorter. So it should still work, man. I think this came out of a bubble with an 8.5 because the whole rear end was gone. Yeah, my bad. The rear end pinion yoke is it stick out a little bit farther on the 8.5 because that's what I put on a white box. It stick out a little farther, so this might have came from something with an 8.5 because it's a little bit shorter, but it's still longer than what I had. So I'm gonna try this one in here right now and see how far it stick out, which I know it's gonna stick out. I just don't know how much. But if it ain't sticking out too far, I mean, we just gonna roll with it. Like I said, I'm just trying to move this car. I ain't trying to do nothing spectacular, nothing crazy. But yeah, I'm about to show y'all that real quick, see what we got. All right, I'm gonna show y'all, man. So it's sitting approximately where it'll sit. Like I said, I'm just trying to move this car. I ain't trying to do nothing spectacular. So this is how much sticks out. So you want to try to ideally get everything you can in there, like that. But so I'm sitting like that. So about a whole inch in, some out. But like I say, I got a lot of it in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be enough to move the car. I ain't trying to do nothing crazy. It's good enough. Good enough for me. But I'm cleaning the splinters and everything on that U-joint, clean it out, re-grease it, bolt it down, and then once I get the torque converter, I'll get another drive shaft or official one that can hold something. Cause like I said, I'm gonna spray this car. But I gotta take care of all them bushes and all that first. But when I get back from Home Depot, I'm gonna work on this fuel pump. I'm gonna test out the new one. If it don't work, or if it don't give me 6 PSI, I pulled my Holly Blue out already, so I'm gonna mount that. What's up, LB? All right, so I got these ring terminals like this. Y'all see this big old hole. I'm just trying to get this over the starter, so I want to redo the crimps that was on there. And this should help me get to where I'm trying to be. I'm taking this off. I always take this off because it's hard, but it don't stop water from getting in there. So I probably put 2 or 3 heat shrinks over this and heat it up, and that should get me where I want to be. And then this and the starter wire, tape them both together tight as I can, stop oil, dirt, and all that other stuff getting in between them. But yeah, I got this from Ace Hardware, 3-pack, $6, so $2 each, which is pretty high. But that's what you gotta do when you don't have the stuff that you need readily available. So thought I'd give y'all that. I'm about to splice into these wires. So right here is the power wire for the car and the starter wire. So I'm about to redo that right now. And from what I can see, this is the alternator charge wire here. So this and the power wire for the car both have been burnt. Starter wire as well. And the reason why is, like I said, on the small block, that top right bell housing bolt is a shield. If anybody has that shield or want to sell that shield, definitely let me know. So these wires was not in the shield, which was causing this to burn and fray and go out. So I'm gonna replace that. I'm gonna try my best. I'll probably just zip tie it to the car, and then it can go through the headers. But the headers won't get hot enough to burn nothing, but still, I would like to have it. So I won't have to redo this again. But yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna test for y'all and see if I could actually start it from the car and the interior lights and everything come on. Haven't seen none of that working, but I just wanna see if it's gonna do that. But I'm about to put this U-joint back in. I came up with another thing. So with the fuel, I never seen that it wasn't reaching 4 PSI, and they sent me a new pump. So before I put that pump in, what I wanna do is get this car off a tilt. I don't know how much fuel is in there, so I wanna get it off the tilt and then level it out. And then see what's the PSI. Put some more fuel in there and then see what's the PSI. If it's still doing that, then I'm gonna take it out. But got some fuel, it was sitting in my truck. So I just got that, and I'm gonna top that off once I put the U-joint back in and splice into these wires. I'm just making this part, show y'all something, man. So this is what was on the duct tape, and then this is what I just did for the starter wire. So this is what we had. So what I'm gonna do for here is take this loose. I'm gonna add 2 wires to this because this is 2 going to 1. But I think this is how it came from the factory on this one. But I'm gonna do 2 separate wires, and then 2 separate wires for this one. All right, so my Holley kickdown cable came thanks to Amazon Prime. So I got the throttle just connected to this top one, and it's loose because you can't have the top one tight. Oh, you can't have either one tight really, because once the throttle go back, you gotta be able to literally stay like this. Like, see how they rotating with when you move it? It has to do that. If it don't, the throttle on the car, the throttle linkage is gonna stay still and just rev. So it gotta be loose. So I can still drive it around the house in the backyard like this. But the throttle stud should be here in a few days. I just went out on a limb when I bought this one. I didn't know if it was gonna fit, but it looked like it could fit, and then it did fit. I need to get all the juice, man. Look, I got play. Got play in both. So Well, I ain't got much in the transmission, but I do got a lot in the throttle. So I'm trying to think of some way that I can move this back or something. Cause this right here is a lot when I'm trying to go wide open throttle. I ain't gonna be able to go far back as I can. Basically pushing the pedal down as far as I can, and it's going back as far as it can to get the secondary dumping. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. Figure I'll let y'all know that. I should be starting it tonight. Got the some of the for this one I did this morning. Then we had a death in the family, so I had to take care of my wife. But soon I'm gonna come back in here tonight and get that power wire to the car and see how everything in the car look. Crank from the car, and then, like I said, troubleshoot that fuel. But I'm gonna do all that tonight. Hopefully, drive it out tomorrow. So the only thing tomorrow I gotta do, trans dipstick, put the front on. But I'm not bolting the front back on because as y'all seen, it needs some work. But yeah, in a few hours, I'm gonna finish this homework. Make sure my wife all right. I'm gonna come back and touch up on that thing. All right, got my helper again. My strippers. Let me see. You got it? Let me see what you're doing. What you doing right there?
I'm just kind of like cutting with my things too. All
right, and then let me see what happened over that side on the wire. Side.
Right here. Right
like
here.
that.
Okay.
All right, let's see what you get. Squeeze. Oh. But yeah, I just cut the heat off for a second so I can show y'all exactly what I'm doing. So, man, once I shook this top one, it came loose. I was like, yeah, that's not factory. So, this wire I've been using for a little while. It was a big spool of it. It's close, very close, if not the same to this factory stuff. So this has a big heat shield, but small amount of wires. This is some electrical wire from Home Depot. Has a similar amount of strands and a smaller shield, but it's 100% copper. That's the reason why I use it. Get back, y'all. So I brought it to Instagram first. I probably ain't gonna put it in this video because it's gonna take too much time as far as my editing. But I'm gonna talk to y'all real quick. The lights, everything working. I don't know why, but when you cut the lights off, interior lights go off. So I'm gonna check into that. Cut the light on real quick. This right here is why I be saying don't put that cheap oil gauge in your car, because if you got carpet, it's gonna destroy it. So only thing great about this car that I really wanted was no rust, but this is a wiring mess right here. So check out the inside. Horrible. But it ain't nothing I can't take care of. So I ain't too worried about it. But I got one brake light side, one side braking. These corner markers don't work on either side. I'm letting the battery charge so I can diagnose the fuel, make sure I got enough voltage to do so. I'm gonna cut these pipes off because I'm gonna use the tailpipes, basically the piece that go over the axle, but I'm not gonna use these tips. So I'm gonna cut that whole thing off to go to the exhaust shaft. I'm just basically trying to get a little overview on everything and see what all I'm gonna have to do. I'll probably spend like literally a whole day wiring this pig. Let's see if that works. Nope, reverse lights don't work. They're probably out. But I'm not pulling those panels back off. I replaced that corner light. I checked these two and replaced it. They still ain't come on. Like, you get a commercial account for stuff like this, man. I buy these lights in bulk for like $10 at Walmart. It comes with 2 packs like this, so like a 20 pack for $10. You know, on the shelf they try to sell you the 2 pack for $7, $8. Get you a commercial account, find somebody with one, you can buy them in bulk. But other than that, man, oh yeah, I can start a car from here too. So that's a plus. But let me just let this thing charge. And like I said, I'm gonna put some fuel in there and diagnose the fuel, see what's what. But other than that, man, I ain't too much worried about it. Like I said, it just needs some more time.
Watch.
I'm gonna turn this car into something totally different.
No, you ain't.
Just stay tuned. You a hater.